So hey everybody, welcome back to For the Record. It's your girl Jada Michelle, and I am joined here with the beautiful Paris Shenae.
Hey y'all, how you doing? I'm sorry I'm losing my voice.
So if you want to know more about this beautiful lady, then stay tuned.
Thank you, and you're gorgeous too.
Thank you.
Women empowerment.
So tell us a little bit about you. So just to give y'all a backstory, I've actually been knowing her since high school.
Hey.
So we go back, but I've always followed her progression in the music industry, and it's always good to see women actually taking advantage of their talent actually and just pursuing it relentlessly, and that's exactly what she's been doing. But tell everybody about yourself. Tell them where you're from. Tell them a little bit about who you are.
What's up, everybody? I am from Orlando, Florida, clearly. I am a boss. I'm energetic. I am definitely a tomboy. Tony Boy Jig called me a little boy in the studio the other day. He was like, "You're like a little boy," and I was like, "Excuse you." But yeah, I keep it real. You don't have to worry about anything like that, and I just like to work.
Okay, awesome. And I know that for a while you were an artist, working on your artistry, singing, rapping as well. You got bars. But tell us about that transition from being an artist to, switching over to producing and engineering. How'd that come up?
It was really an accident. Like, I didn't do it on purpose. What had happened was I was like, I'm gonna go to school to be an engineer so I can learn how to engineer myself. I was like, I'm gonna do my own music, and then along the way, with working with so many different producers and stuff like that, I ended up becoming one of the engineers at different studios, and I found his home studio at Site Studios, and we've been rocking since then.
That's awesome. So you work with a lot of artists that come in, and do you give insight to, or do you just kind of just straight record, mix?
No, like, you're gonna get my honest opinion. Okay. If my name is on it, I care about your music. I care about how you sound. Like, no, honest opinions always.
Okay. And what led you to get into music in the first place? Like, what inspired you to start? Well, obviously having the natural talent to sing, because something I wasn't born with. But having a natural talent to sing, but what led you to really go hard for that?
Well, I always wrote. I was writing since I was a child. Like, nobody had to teach me how to format a song. It was just one of those things that naturally occurred. One, I'm always going to do music. I don't care if I put the music out or not. I literally have a catalog of over 100 songs. I would love to be a songwriter, but I'm never going to stop. That's my therapy. Like, some people say, like, they just want the fame. I don't want to be famous. I think that's kind of what led me away from artistry. I want to be more in the back end. I want to be just an invisible paintbrush.
Gotcha.
So after doing that, I was recording or whatever with my engineer. He had an awesome board. It was an in-home studio, but the house was like a mini mansion. So I was just like, whoa, where am I? And he had the board. And I guess what led to engineering was the fact that I would ask him questions that maybe other people don't ask. I'd be like, well, what's this? And what does this do? And how do I do this? And what is this in Pro Tools? And I was just, I guess, too inquisitive. And one day he was like, you should be an engineer. And I was like, women don't engineer. And he was like, you could. And I really looked up to this engineer because his name is Sean Hunter, and his credentials in the 90s are amazing. So it was amazing to work with him. And he was in a more settled down stage, but he too just wants to do music for forever. Because people that really love music, it's not about fame. It's not about, you know what I mean? You need this. You need music. So right. I just want to do music forever.
I got you. That's awesome, though. And it's speaking to that because, like you said, when he's telling you, oh, you should be an engineer, the first thing you're thinking, like, okay, I'm a girl. Women don't do that. So how is that? Because even in the music industry, period, people feel like women have to work hard. It's very much of a man's world. So especially being an engineer and producer, and a lot of people don't realize even some of your favorite songs were engineered by a woman. So how is that, being in that type of environment and being a woman? Is it hard or?
I guess for me, because I am a woman and I've always been a tomboy, so I've always been surrounded by men.
Right.
I'm very comfortable with that. I've never been like super girly, so I've always fit in with the guys more. I don't know how to explain it. But after that, I ended up going to Full Sail because he told me I should go to Full Sail. So I went to Full Sail, and that really kind of like, it was a huge journey and definitely paved me along the way as well. Because at this school, My first MIDI teacher, MIDI first of all is a class where you learn about production and different programs and how to really like produce and make beats and stuff. So this is my first class doing this, and I was like, oh my God, there's a class about making beats. I was in heaven, girl. And then get this, my teacher was like an older woman. She was like 50 or 60 years old.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so when I saw her and she was teaching the class, I was like, girls make beats. Oh my God, you know what I mean? I saw her a year later and I was like, yo, you changed my life. And she ended up like crying and she was like, you don't know how much that means to me. But she really did, because on my final project for that class, I went in, girl. They gave me GarageBand. You know what I mean? So I'm recording in GarageBand. I had a USB mic at home. For my final project, I was chopping up my vocals and doing just extra stuff because I wanted to. I really I loved it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so she definitely helped me along the way. And then there was a seminar, and this is where I was like, women do engineer. What was her name? Her name was Marcella. I'm probably going to slaughter her last name, but her name is Marcella Uricai or something.
Is she one of the Hall of Famers?
Yes, girl, she's so amazing.
I know exactly
and she's beautiful.
Yeah.
When I saw her, I was like, oh my God, that's an engineer. I want to be just like this woman, so shout out to her. What really impressed me about her is because she was saying that she worked on Missy Elliott's project.
Yep.
All ears, girl, I'm all in. I love Missy. And then she was saying that Missy made everybody work on Christmas. So everybody was like, what? You see how you're like, what? I'm like, yeah, everybody was working on Christmas. I would love to spend Christmas in the studio with Missy. I think that's amazing.
Yeah, that's
But she inspired me so much. So she'll never know who I am, but girl, I love you.
I know exactly what you're speaking of, and it's true because being a Full Sail student myself, kind of seeing a lot of the Hall of Famers for music, a lot of them are men, right? One of my favorite ones is Demo, and then I seen her and I'm like, wait, she's audio engineer.
And she looks like a model. She looks like a model, y'all. She's gorgeous. Look her up. She's awesome.
Yes, so it's inspiring to see women in positions that typically you see men, and it's almost like that, anything you could do, I could do better type of thing.
But that's one thing, I am all about women empowerment.
Yes.
And I know we have fought so hard to have a right. We've only been able to vote for a century now? In the 1900s we were fighting for voting rights and stuff like that. Now we're able to compete in a male-dominated industry as well, but at the same time, if we're fighting to be equal, I don't want people looking at me a certain way just because I'm a woman. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm just as smart as you. I can comprehend things as well, you know what I mean? I'm not spectacular because I am a woman, but women are spectacular in a way because we create life. But when it comes to working and professionalism, nothing's spectacular about me. I want to be equal. Right. And that's why, I feel like as a businesswoman, I can't move or dress certain ways because I'm all about my respect. You know what I mean? When I'm at the studio, you will never see me. Girl, I'm always in a t-shirt and as dressed and invisible as possible.
Right.
When my clients see me outside of the studio, they're like, whoa, you have makeup? You on makeup?
I'm like, yes, I'm a girl, but...
Yeah. So that's just one thing. And I'm all about my respect. And it's kind of hard for women, like you were saying, again, because if you look at the entertainment industry and what's going on kind of more so in the acting world, all of these... I don't want to speak on any names or bring anything up, but the molestation cases are just crazy to me. And keep some bosses around you, women. Make sure you're never in that position, you know what I mean? Make sure you gain your respect and you have men around you that respect you and will, love. I'm loved. I have people that will go hard for me, so don't try me.
Right. Because somebody will pull it. Right. But all in all, as far as being a woman, I know that's already somewhat difficult as far as, like you were saying, respect.
Yeah. And
having people respect you as a woman and as a person and not try you.
It's taking years.
Yes.
Years to get respect.
Absolutely. But aside from that, what can you say? Because going through music, it's a lot of investment, right? A lot of your energy and time and blood, sweat, and tears and money that you're throwing into this, hoping to, make it the way you make money. So what's been your biggest setback that might have almost pushed you away?
Living in fear. Is that okay to say? Fear has made me... I'm a conservative person. I'm private. I'm not a risk taker. I'm not a jumper. I analyze everything. I strategically plan my steps. You know what I mean? I know what I'm going to wear 3 days from now. I am that OCD person. And this year, I'm changing that. This year, I am not going to live in fear anymore. I'm going to live fearlessly. I'm going to go after I'm not going to skydive yet. That's never happening.
I'm with you with that.
I want to live. I want to travel. I want to explore. And I just want to go as far as God has made it for me to go. You know what I mean?
Right.
As far as I'm supposed to go, that's where I want to go.
Okay. So fear, and that's true, because in a lot of, I can speak for myself, fear is like disabling, because it's like, oh man, I have this talent and I want to do this, but I don't know, am I so sure? So in a sense, fear can be disabling. It can keep you from actually making moves or taking a chance on an opportunity that might get you where you need to go.
Exactly.
So kudos to you for at least recognizing that and tackling that challenge, because that's very hard to overcome. I could say that for myself, because it's taken me so long to do some of the things that I would not. If you told me I would do the things I'm doing now 5 years ago, I'd be like,
And I'm so proud of you for that.
Yeah, thank you, because I've come a long way.
You have, girl. We both have. And I'm like, seriously, I wouldn't even be here if you weren't amazing.
Oh, thank you. And I thank you for even taking the time out to come here.
No, girl, I'm proud of you.
But what's next from Paris Shenae? What can we expect to see coming up? Are you going to step back into the artistry, or are you just sticking to producing?
Well, production for sure. I want to, I'm dabbling a little bit more with my production. I'm going to put more things out. I'm working on a sample kit that I'll be selling soon. I'm getting all of the branding things done for that, yeah. So a sample kit will be coming from PS Productions. I'm working on moving to LA this year.
Oh, okay.
Girl, yeah. I'm not living in fear anymore, y'all. I'm going to take that flight.
I got an excuse to go.
You can come visit anytime.
Thank you.
You have a place to stay. I'm working on, I'm still going to put out songs. I don't have time to work on full projects because that takes a lot. You know what I mean? You have to be in full artist mode to work on projects. So right now I'm just collabing. I want to work with as many talented artists as possible, you know what I mean? My collaboration fees are not expensive. You're basically just booking my room at the studio and paying for my studio time. If that's not love for artists in my city only, then I don't know what is, you know what I mean? I've done stuff for D-Boy. I think he's an amazing, truly pure, talented artist.
Yeah.
I've worked with Pressure Dahmer. He is just like literally a golden pebble. I worked with Precise. That's the owner of the studio I work for. Shout out to Sice Studio. Shout out to Precise Apollo. He's amazing. He's guided me in my engineering. He's been a big, huge factor in everything I have going on. And I just want to just grow as an engineer. I want to engineer really dope artists. Like, I just want to be around amazing talent. And I'm starting my own businesses. I don't want to say what it is yet until it's officially incorporated.
Yes.
But just be on the lookout for that. And I'm just building. Oh, I want to get my bachelor's degree too. Not because I need it in this industry, but just because I don't like to start things and not finish. You feel me? Yes. So I'm going to get that done just because I have to. So I'll hopefully be walking. I think I'm going to transfer to UF or something. I'm just getting my AA now. Yeah, it is what it is, you know. But that's some steps that I want to take and hopefully buy a house in the next 3 years.
Okay. Yeah, well, it seems like you got really big plans.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. That's always good to have. Like, sometimes you kind of float around and it's like, okay, I know these are things that I want to achieve, but having things written down and like, okay, these are my goals, this is what I'm going to do, it just makes it easier. It makes the pathway not so clouded. You know
it's written down and color coded, like it's not a game.
Yes, with the highlighters, pink, yellow,
you
orange.
don't even want to know. I just told you I know what I'm going to wear for the next 3 days. You don't even want to see my notes online.
I wish I was as organized as you, because I was laying in bed this morning, I'm staring in my closet, I'm like, I got to be up in like 5 minutes, but I have no clue what I'm going to wear.
I mean, I did my makeup in the car on the way here. I mean, I could be better about little things, because as a woman, yo, like, when did it start taking so long to get ready? I'm like, yeah, I'll be there in 30 minutes.
And then
2 hours pass. Oh, you're better than me. 2 hours pass by. I'm like, yo, I don't know what happened, but I just painted my eyebrows on. I'll be there soon.
Yeah. No, I understand. It definitely, being a woman, is a lot of eye maintenance, especially with the media being so involved with our daily lives, and that's kind of like what we look at as an image. Is more than just what we see on TV and the magazines. Now when we're scrolling down on Instagram, we're like, oh, damn. I'm going to try. Okay, I'm going to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People, I mean, you're going to get the real me, like, you know what I mean? That's, I don't know. it is what it is.
You know?
Like if I'm doing my stories and stuff like that, I'm not glammed out every day. It's just never gonna happen for me.
Yeah.
Unless I have a glam squad.
Work.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That's why artists have glam squads. People don't understand the work that goes into being an artist. So anybody that wants to be an artist, kudos to you, but be willing to put the work in, because being an artist is a full-time job.
Absolutely.
You need visuals. You need to keep up with putting out music consistently. Your face has to be out there. You need to live, sleep, breathe artistry, and you need to ooze in creativity. Don't just be being an artist just to, you know, you want fame or whatever. Be an artist. So kudos to y'all, and I hope to work with the dopest artists coming up.
Yes, hit her up. And speaking of hitting you up, where can we find you on social networking, so where people can connect with you, know where you're at most of the time, so they can, like, if they want a dope engineer, producer to work with, where can they link up with you?
Instagram and Snapchat for me are like my heaviest social medias.
Okay.
I feel like Instagram is kind of like my website. I don't even feel the need for a website anymore. I mean, I'm gonna make one eventually, but honestly, like, social media, especially like Instagram for me, is just like where it's at, where my business is at.
Right.
And I love Instagram for being like my business social profile. So you all can find me at Paris, spelled regularly, _Shenae, SHENAE. And I'm real friendly. I'm not bougie. Just be respectful, and I'll show you the same respect.
Absolutely. And I'm going to have that, like, right here somewhere, so y'all can have a visual to copy and paste or type in, whichever. But be sure to follow her on, you said, on Snapchat and Instagram, right?
Snapchat, you're just going to have to go to my Instagram to find my Snapchat.
And press the follow button.
Hey. And the post notifications. Turn on post notifications.
Yes, absolutely. So, but I definitely appreciate you for coming on today.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. I'm always so overjoyed to, I mean, I like my guys too. Y'all are talented.
You feel me? Yeah.
But when I have women here, it's
Strong
just like,
women.
yes.
Strong women link up.
Yes, all the time. So, but thank you so much
for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Make sure to follow her on Instagram and Snapchat. As she mentioned, I'm going to have everything down below where you can find all of her information. Shout out to Trackset Studios, of course, for letting us use this space to get together today. And make sure to follow For the Record and Jada Michelle. Until next time, y'all, we're out.
Peace out, y'all.